What is going on, guys? It is Braden. In this video, I'm going to show y'all exactly how to find suppliers for reselling. Now, I'm going to go through all the steps and all the protocol you need to take to find good, trusted, high quality suppliers for completely free without having to pay for vendor links or buying some sketchy supplier off of a reseller. I honestly can't believe I'm even making this video because by doing this and giving you guys this game, I'm literally losing money, since instead of buying my links or shopping with me, you guys can just go ahead and find free vendors, which I'm going to show you exactly how to do. This is not going to be one of those videos where I am promoting a free supplier like a DHgate vendor, all those other weird free supplier scammers that you guys see on Instagram and TikTok and all that bullshit. This is going to be a guide on how to find them for yourselves. I will not be promoting any vendors in this video. We are literally going to work and find good, high quality, trusted suppliers together, as this is the exact same process that I used to find all my personal vendors that I use to make over $15,000 per month as a teen. Now in this video, we are going to be going over a couple key things that you guys need to understand in order to find suppliers. Number one is where to actually look for these suppliers. What platform should you go on? Number two is how to actually find these suppliers once you're on the platform, and then how to reach out to them after you find them. And then number three is going to be how to basically quality check them and make sure that they are good suppliers, they are trusted, they are high quality, and then actually going ahead and placing an order from that vendor. Now boys, this is going to be a super in-depth video. It's probably going to run over like 10-15 minutes if I had to guess. I'm not too sure because I'm literally just filming the intro right now. Make sure you stay into the end because there's going to be a bunch of sauce, a bunch of free value that you literally will not find on any other reseller's page. You will not find this value anywhere else, so stick until the end if you guys want to learn how to find a supplier for yourself. If you guys want more reselling tips just like this, go ahead and join my free Discord. I'll leave the link to that down below. It's completely free. You get a free community, free USA supplier, free tools, resources, all different type of stuff to start reselling. But with that being said, enough plugging. Let's get straight into the video.
So we are going to go over how to actually go ahead and find free suppliers for you guys to use. Now, this is going to basically be a very in-depth guide. I'm not going to show you guys like the traditional like Alibaba method of just like searching for vendors on Alibaba, because I think I already have a video about that on my YouTube channel. And if I don't, all you guys can do is go to my free Discord and you guys can go ahead and get the info there. As you guys can see inside the free Discord, you guys go over to, where is it? Over to reselling help, or reselling guide rather. You guys can go ahead and just get a bunch of different value. There should be a video in here somewhere about how to find suppliers. If not, I will add one, but you guys can see a bunch of value. Even if you guys don't need help finding suppliers, you guys need help doing anything else, join the Discord. We're almost at 500 members. But with that being said, I'm going to go over 3 methods in this video. We're going to go over the Facebook method, we're going to go over the Reddit method, and then we're going to go over the Fiverr method, which is something that literally nobody else knows. Something that me and my boys have been cooking up lately. So I'm going to put you guys onto that because it's really valuable for not only like normal products like spider feeds, AirPods, etc., but for also like untapped reselling products you guys may be wanting to sell. So we're going to go ahead and just expose that method on this video. But the first thing that we're going to start off with here is going to be the Facebook method. Now, basically what the Facebook method is you're going to go to the Facebook ads library, and inside of this, you're going to find the suppliers, and they're actually running ads on Facebook, and you guys can go ahead and just find them basically, right? So all you guys want to do, all ads, and then for select a country, click all, because some of these countries may be running ads in China, Vietnam, like Thailand, like all different type of shit. So just go ahead and click all ads. And now what you guys are going to do, you guys are going to go here and you guys are going to type in, like, let's say we're trying to find a clothing supplier, right? So we're going to go in the search bar, type in clothing supplier, and then click search. And then after you click search, there's going to be a bunch of results. Let them load in. And then you guys can see, bro, there's a bunch of different suppliers, right? So for example, what you guys want to look for specifically in ads library, I don't think there's a way to filter this by any chance. Actually, there may be, go ahead in languages, make sure that they are obviously speaking like English, right here, make sure they speak English, and then apply the filter. And then as you guys can see, it will load up once more, and then you guys will be able to see only English people or only English language speaking people. So if you get like a Chinese supplier, they're not gonna know how to speak English. And then yeah, so boom, couple things you guys are gonna want to look for, bro, is number one, you guys want to look for the like the text, right? So this main text is basically going to tell you exactly what these people do, right? So for example, this person, we are a Chinese supplier. You need children's clothing, children's shoes, et cetera, et cetera. It's not necessarily what we are looking for, but just make sure that the heading actually tells you a little bit more about what you're looking for. So like, for example, this, like, hello, I'm a supplier of high quality bags, shoes, clothing. come and contact me soon. And then as you guys can see, there will always be a call to action as well. So if you guys go ahead and um click on, oh, you don't want to chat with Messenger. Let's find one with like a WhatsApp for chance. So for example, you go here. Actually, you may be able to message them through Messenger. That's not ideal. You ideally want to go through like WhatsApp, or like Alibaba or something like that. Um, yeah, if I was logged in, we'd be able to go ahead and send these people a message. And now you basically have found yourself a supplier, right? And then after this video, or after I show you guys these methods, I'm gonna show you how to vet these suppliers, how to make sure that they are super high quality. But yeah, this is definitely a method. Does it work the best? No, not really. However, you can still find a lot of suppliers. The thing about this method is there are a bunch of suppliers, a bunch of different people, but it is kind of hard to filter because you can't really put like rep clothing supplier or like spider vendor or like anything like that. Because Facebook will flag it, like they'll flag the actual ads that have that in the title, so none of these people actually have that in their actual advertisement. So you guys do kind of have to do some digging. So like for example, this, like this is a shoe supplier. You guys go ahead and contact them on WhatsApp, and then they have their WhatsApp number right here, and you guys can go ahead and contact them, right? So this is basically the Facebook method. Literally just going on Meta Ads Library, scrolling, and find, like for all these methods, bro, find like 20 suppliers. Like do not find just one supplier, find like 20, 30 suppliers, and go ahead and just fucking message all of them, bro. Because a lot of these suppliers are not going to call you, they are going to scam you. So you want to make sure that you actually know how to vet these suppliers. To get another shoe supplier. And yeah, so yeah, that's kind of that meta ads method. Nothing really crazy. It definitely can work. However, it's not necessarily the best, but this method does actually work. So I'm going to go over to the Reddit method now. So the Reddit method is really simple. So all you guys need to do, obviously, I don't use Reddit for literally anything else besides this because Reddit is full of fucking weirdos. But literally all you guys need to do is search up free blank supplier. Now you guys are going to see a bunch of forums. I have a free supplier who sells everything. DM me if you need. You can literally just DM this person and get a supplier. You guys can go ahead and go to where is it? Like just really any of these forums, bro. Like literally any of these forums. Best clothing vendors. All vendors are free. I don't charge for vendors. Like for example, a lot of these people may be scams as well, which is why you need to reach out to like 20 or 30 of them. But inside of here are literally just a bunch of people promoting their free vendors for whatever reason, for whatever personal gain that they may be doing. One-on-one clothing supplier, DM me if I have a couple ones, like join this group r/resell. And inside of this, I don't know if I can join it or view it, but inside of this is just going to be a bunch of fucking people plugging their vendors. I can be your agent. Does anyone need suppliers? Reselling spreadsheet, like all that shit, bro. Like literally all this shit, bro. You can literally just find this on Reddit for completely free. Like I said, bro, volume, when you're trying to find a free vendor, bro, volume is absolutely key because a lot of people are scammed. A lot of people you cannot trust. However, if you actually do your volume and do your due diligence, you guys can definitely go ahead and make money. Even if we go ahead and search free AirPod vendor, you guys can see I've literally never searched on Reddit before. But yeah, literally free AirPods plug, free StockX. Okay, whatever, that doesn't apply. But yeah, literally this person just dropped an AirPod supplier that you guys can go ahead and look for. Now, granted, this is in Spanish, but whatever, it doesn't really fucking matter. You can literally just go ahead and text this number on WhatsApp and quality check them, which I will go over later on. But yeah, literally Reddit forums are the easiest place to find vendors because it's basically just like a bunch of fucking nerds just like sending shit that like for no fucking reason. Like people just do this shit for the love of the game. I don't really understand it, but bunch of free vendors, bunch of free products you guys can actually go ahead and get. This is low-key a good method, right? Now, another method I'm going to tell you guys about. Now, this is going to be what's called the sourcing agent method. Now, basically what this means is that instead of actually finding a supplier, what you're going to do is hire somebody to find a supplier for you. Now, basically these sourcing agents, what they basically do is they have contracts with like Alibaba suppliers, WhatsApp suppliers, like all these manufacturing companies, and they basically just have like a Google spreadsheet of like all these fucking suppliers that like they've worked with before, and you can basically tell them, hey, I need a supplier that can produce XYZ different product, and then they'll go ahead and find that. They're going to charge you a fee, but they can go ahead and find that. You can vet the supplier before you pay them, make sure that they are good quality, make sure they do actually work, fit your needs, etc. And this way you don't actually have to do work, and you're literally just hiring somebody to find a supplier. Now this is basically like buying a vendor link if you think about it. However, the difference between this and buying a vendor link is that you actually know what you're getting before you are, like before you actually go ahead and pay anybody. So as you guys can see, I've been using these for a couple products I've been working on. Yeah, because it's in my recent search. But if you guys just go to sourcing agents, type it in, you will see all these different types of people. I will be your reliable drop shipping agent. I will be, whatever, whatever. And you guys don't need to pay attention to any of these keywords because all these suppliers have the same companies and like it's all like kind of like the same thing. Like whether they say drop shipping supplier, like this person will be able to find AirPods for you. This person will be able to find AirPods for you. This person who does Amazon FBA will be able to find AirPods or cologne or whatever the fuck for you. And like I said, bro, this is a super easy method because literally all you can do is just pay these people to find a supplier for you, and you just sit back and do nothing. And another good thing about this is that you can pay them once, and a lot of these people, um, let me see if if I can show you guys. But a lot of these people will offer you, like, for example, for like 1 gig, so like this $15 gig that you guys see right here, like a lot of these people will actually offer you multiple suppliers for this flat rate. So basically, what you're basically going to be able to do is have a bunch of different supplier choices. Whereas if you buy a vendor link, you mainly get 1 or 2 suppliers. I offer like 3 suppliers, usually each like 2 or 3 suppliers for every product. Some of them have one, but most of them are like 2 or 3. Um, for my products, and you can kind of get the same result by doing this through a sourcing agent, and there's just more transparency behind it. Now, this is not to say that buying vendor links is bad because you're buying from somebody that you trust and you genuinely like fuck with, and you believe is trustable, and go ahead and buy it, whatever. But as you guys can see, just for filtering, if you guys want to get the best results, the best sourcing agents, make sure that you're not doing new sellers. I would do level 1, level 2. Speaks English, lives in, doesn't really fucking matter. And then just go ahead and click apply, and you will be able to basically go ahead and see a bunch of these people. Now, I can show you guys what the text looks like for like how I'm reaching out to these people. I'm gonna blur it out obviously because I'm gonna blur out the product that I'm telling about because I don't want you to be able to see the product because it's something that I've been working on for a really long time. But I can show you basically the overall structure of how we actually reach out to these people, and make it so that they want to work with us, right? So let's just go ahead and give this a load, and then I will show you guys. So as you guys can see, this is exactly what I said. Hey, I'm looking for a reliable sourcing agent that can help me find a factory that specializes in manufacturing high-end blank. Here's exactly what I need. Product details or project details. I will be actually, you don't need to do any of this. I'll be shipping a physical sample. You don't need to do this. Here's exactly what I need. Here's exactly what I need. Project details. All this blurred out shit you guys don't need to see. All you guys need to do is say basically what models you need or what products you need. I need 2 models replicated. So let's say AirPod Pro 2 and AirPod Pro Gen 4. This is the quantity that I want. This is the quality that I want. And I can send reference photos, videos if I needed. Then you want to put requirements for the supplier as well. So requirements: supplier must have experience producing yada yada yada, or is already producing this product. Must be able to make branded logos. Communicate must be in English. And then asking them some confirmation questions. Have you ever worked with blank products or electronics, whatever? Can you communicate directly with the manufacturer to ensure one-to-one accuracy and make sure it is good quality? How long will it take you to find a supplier, and what is your service fee and commission, right? So that is basically how you're going to reach out to these people. They are going to reach out to you back and say, hey, yes, I have experience in XYZ. Here's exactly what I can do for you. The turnaround time is, 2 to 3 days to find a supplier. That's usually what it is. So like when you first start communicating with this person and tell them what you want, it'll take them about 2 to 3 days to find a vendor for you, which is fine. If it takes them like over a week and they're charging you like over $50, bro, don't quite do that shit, right? And another thing about this too is that these can be a little bit more expensive than buying vendor links, but you're pretty much almost guaranteed to have good quality as long as you actually are working with a high quality sourcing agent, right? But
Now that we got the actual methods out of the way, how do we actually go ahead and vet these suppliers and make sure that they're high quality and make sure that we are not going to get scammed? Now, there's a very, very simple checklist that you need to follow, and it really consists of 3 things. 3 questions that you need to ask every single supplier, and every single response that you get from them will either qualify them into being a good supplier that you want to work with, or disqualifying them, meaning you need to move on to the next vendor and you are not going to work with that person. Absolute first thing that you need to look for in any supplier, whether it is an AirPod vendor, a clothing vendor, a cologne, bags, whatever it might be, bro, you need to make sure that they are willing to send you videos of the quality of the product, not just photos, not just some fucking shitty ass, whatever it might be, low pixelated photos. You need to make sure that they are willing to send you videos. Now, the reason why is because a lot of these suppliers are very, very good at like stealing photos, stealing content, and then when you actually get the fucking product, it looks like shit. Because that's exactly what they do on DHgate and CN Fans and Catco Buy and all these fucking agents. So you guys don't actually know what you're getting when you purchase the product. You need to make sure that they are actually sending you videos of the quality of the product, making sure it is good, it's up to par, you know, it's what you want and what quality you're going to be satisfied with, whatever that looks like for you. That's not up to me, but you need to make sure that they're sending you videos. So before you ask them anything, you need to make sure that you are asking for videos. Now, don't worry, at the end of this kind of checklist and I'm running through, I will give you guys an exact message script you guys can send it, literally just copy and paste every single supplier so you guys don't have to, you know, spend time typing messages. I'll give you a script, but for right now we're going to focus on the checklist and then I'll kind of get to that in a second. Now, the second thing that you need to ask them is what is their shipping time? Now, shipping time for most suppliers, for Chinese-based vendors, is going to be around 2 weeks ish. However, a lot of my Chinese-based suppliers, like for example, my Chinese clothing vendor, I have a Chinese bag vendor that I work with sometimes, and like sometimes I work with a China cologne vendor if my USA one isn't available for whatever reason. These guys will ship within like 5 to 8 days, sometimes even sooner. So if you guys can get a supplier with faster shipping, that would be amazing. Another thing that you guys can ask these suppliers for is shipping records, because a lot of these suppliers will lie about their shipping. They'll say, oh yeah, I can get this product to you in 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, and then you're fucking on the second week of I've sent you order for them, and you're like, where the fuck is my product? And it doesn't show up for a month, 2 months, and that's absolutely ridiculous, bro. So if they can provide any sort of proof of shipping, any previous tracking numbers, any previous logs that they have had of actually shipping these products to make sure that they are actually true to their word and what their shipping time is actually their shipping time, is going to be really, really good for you. And a lot of the time, these suppliers need to be really, really smart about shipping too. They need to use things like triangle shipping, other different shipping methods to make sure they can get your products fast and at a low cost. And when those shipping methods fail or something goes wrong with them, it can drastically just fuck up every single thing. You know, fucking freights can fucking crash into buildings, fucking boats can capsize and shit. Like, you never really know. As long as the shipping is decently consistent, you guys can see that, you know, they're kind of consistently getting these products out at that certain time, you guys will be good to work with that vendor. And the last thing that you guys want to look out for is bulk deals, bro. Suppliers should be able to give you bulk deals, especially as you continue to work with them and continuing to order more products. Every, you know, couple orders, they might give you, you know, some free shit. They might give you a better deal. That's what all my suppliers do. They'll send me free shit. They'll give me better deals simply because they like my business and they want to keep me a happy customer. So ask them, do they have bulk deals? You know, MOQs, all different type of shit, everything when it comes to units and pricing and how they kind of correlate, and what, you know, the pricing is for like 100 units, 20 units, 50 units, and just making sure that you are getting the best bang for your buck when you are ordering from that vendor. Now, you want to make sure that whatever products you are getting, you can make at least a 3x profit margin on them. So for example, if your vendor is charging $50 for a spider hoodie and it's going to take 2 weeks to get there, that's bullshit. You probably shouldn't do it, bro, especially if it's like an actual manufacturer. If you're buying off a reseller, it's a little bit different, but if you're buying off a manufacturer and they're charging you $50 for a spider hoodie, you can only flip it for like 100, 120 max. Don't do that shit, bro. It's not going to work out for you. It's just you're wasting too much time and you can just find a better supplier. Now, if you guys are planning to sell AirPods for like $90, $100 and you guys are getting your AirPods for $30, that is good because you're making at least a 3x profit margin, meaning that that vendor's pricing is decently fair and you guys are going to be able to flip that for a good amount and you're not just going to be wasting your fucking time. So now we covered every kind of checklist and requirement that we actually need for a good vendor. I'll give you guys a little bit of a script to send every single supplier. What you're going to do is say something along the lines of this: hey, my name is blank. I am a serious bulk buyer looking to purchase blank products at the quantity of blank, so however many you plan on purchasing before getting more information. I'm looking for a high quality supplier that produces these one-to-one, has fast shipping, and is willing to send me quality photos and videos of this product to ensure that we actually get a good product. I am a serious buyer and interested in making a purchase and forming a long-term business relationship with you. So if you are interested in working with me, please send me your full catalog, videos of the product, send me your shipping times and your MOQ, along with any bulk deals that you guys may have. Now, if you guys send that exact message, you are going to get a reply. You're going to get a very happy supplier, and they're going to be very polite with you because you're not only establishing that you are a serious buyer, which is very, very important because a lot of these vendors get people that are not serious at all, but you're also wanting to form a long-term relationship with these suppliers, which means more money for them, which means that you are going to become a higher priority. So that's a super easy script. You guys can send all these vendors and then just really message like at least like 20 to 30 suppliers for every single product at least one or two of them, or maybe even like 5 of them, will hit be good suppliers you guys can go ahead and use, test, and then just repeat the process as you kind of test out suppliers, and then you guys will find a trusted vendor. Now, boys, this is honestly a very complicated process because not only do you need to make sure that the product on the website and what the supplier is saying is good, but you need to make sure that when the product gets to your house, that the product is good, because these vendors can easily lie to you, and you want to make sure that they are being truthful, and the only way that you can find that out is once you actually get the product. This is a bunch of hassle just to save a couple bucks, and if you want to do it, you certainly can, bro. But the way that I actually went ahead and started my reselling journey is I bought suppliers. I did find a lot of my current suppliers on my own just because I was looking for better quality and all different type of stuff, but a lot of my original suppliers that got me to my first like 3 or 4K month, I did buy off of a vendor link, and then I just ran it up with those. And then once I stopped using those suppliers, I kind of changed up and, found my own that fit my own personal needs. So with that being said, if you guys don't want to spend all this time finding vendors and messaging them and making sure they're good quality, all the different type of shit, and you guys want a trusted supplier you guys can go ahead and use, get you products in 2 to 5 days, and is not going to fuck you over, I left a link to all my suppliers down below in the description, bk.supply.shop. You guys can order from them. You guys cannot. I'm telling you that they are trusted. They have 2 to 5 day shipping. Most products do actually go ahead and come with physical receipts, and these are all the personal vendors I used to make over $15,000 a month. So if you guys trust me, if you guys like my content, and you guys want to take the risk and actually start reselling, go ahead and use my suppliers. You don't have to, but I'm just giving you guys an alternative solution than spending all this time on fucking finding vendors and all this different type of shit. But if you guys don't want to use vendor links and you want to find your own because you don't want to spend the money, or you just want to be able to say that you found your own vendors just because it sounds cool or it looks cool, then go ahead and do that, bro. I just gave you a free guide on how to do that. If you guys want more free reselling sauce just like this that I do not drop on YouTube, that I do not drop on Instagram or any of my social media platforms, I'll leave a link to my free Discord down below as well. We're almost at 500 members. We probably will be by the time this video drops. Bunch of free value, bunch of free suppliers, bunch of free tools, resources, just free everything. If you guys want to start your reselling business and scale it up to your first 10 15K month, you're going to get a lot of fucking value out of that Discord. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys fuck with the content, like, subscribe, helps the channel more than you could ever possibly imagine, and I will see y'all in the next one. BK out.